Want to know how low-value men talk to women? Watch this video. Hello boys, this is Nate from the Manhood Mentors. In this video, I'm going to expose how low-value men talk to women and what kind of things they say that make women hate them. This is something you definitely don't want to do if you want to attract high-quality women into your life. So sit back and watch as I reveal all the secrets low-value men use to try and get with women. 1. Low-value men often talk to women in a way that is designed to impress them or make them feel good about themselves. Low-value men often attempt to pretend they don't like a woman in order to appear more attractive. This type of behavior typically involves flattering talk that is designed to make a woman feel good about herself and impress her, but it's not genuine or based on real feelings. Such tactics are transparent and usually easy for intelligent women to spot, rendering them ineffective. Genuineness and self-confidence are much more attractive qualities for men striving for relationships with strong women. 2. Low-value men often talk about themselves in an attempt to make themselves look good. Low-value men are often driven by their need to appear impressive, so much so that they talk incessantly about themselves and pretend to not like you in order to make themselves appear more desirable. This behavior is never a genuine expression of affection, since confidence and respect for yourself come from within, not from what others think. Low-value men usually lack self-awareness and continually search for external validation, since it's the only way they know how to show strength. Unfortunately, it is a facade that rarely provides the fulfillment or strong relationships sought after, because this type of behavior ultimately drives people away. 3. Low-value men often try to make conversation with women by talking about topics that they think will interest them. It can be infuriating when men pretend to be interested in something that women enjoy, simply as a ploy for attention. It turns the topic into an object to be used only for their own self-serving purposes and creates an uncomfortable dynamic. Low-value men will pretend to like the same things women do in order to pretend to not like them, completely disregarding any genuine appreciation of the topic itself. It's a form of manipulation, disrespecting women and their passions while playing up false interest just so they feel they have a chance with them. 4. Low-value men often use flattery and compliments in order to make women feel good about themselves. While men who pretend to not like you may appear intimidating, those who consistently offer compliments and flattery may not be genuine in their admiration. Low-value men often use praise to manipulate women and make them feel good about themselves, feigning interest when they don't have any true feelings other than self-interest. This type of behavior is a form of manipulation as it relies on making others feel dependent on the compliments for validation and acceptance. Unfortunately, this type of behavior is all too common among those with low self-esteem or insecurity who are seeking acceptance from others. 5. Low-value men often try to make jokes in order to make women laugh. Many men pretend to be witty and try to make women laugh in order to win them over. While it may appear as an attempt to build a connection, what these men are often doing is disguising their low self-esteem and trying to hide the fact that they don't believe themselves worthy of the woman's attention. Such attempts at humor can often come off as aggressive and condescending as they pretend to not like you while attempting to flatter you at the same time. This kind of behavior should never be tolerated. Instead, it is important to recognize this kind of behavior for what it is, a way for someone who lacks confidence in himself to pretend he doesn't need you, when in reality he is obsessed with trying to win your affection. 6. Low-value men often touch women in a way that makes them uncomfortable. The sad truth is that low-value men can sometimes feel entitled to touch women in inappropriate or unwelcome ways. These actions typically arise from a sense of entitlement and superiority, as if the man believes he can pretend to not like someone, but still has permission to invade their personal space. Even when this type of touching takes place with no ill intention, it can make women feel uncomfortable and unsafe. In addition to the physical discomfort, this kind of unwanted attention can also lead to feelings of distress and self-doubt. Everyone deserves to feel secure and respected in their own skin no matter who they are interacting with. 7. Low-value men often stare at women in a way that makes them feel uncomfortable. Low-value try to disguise their behavior of blatantly staring at women in an uncomfortable way. This type of intrusive gaze leaves many women feeling powerless and vulnerable and is difficult to ignore. It takes away the freedom that should be granted by a public space and shifts focus to the woman's appearance rather than her presence as a person with emotions and thoughts who deserves respect. Unfortunately, low-value men will continue to rely on this type of intimidating behavior unless it is challenged strongly. 8. Low-value men often follow women around in a way that makes them feel uncomfortable. Low-value men often behave in ways that indicate a lack of respect, particularly when it comes to the way they interact with women. This behavior can range from attempting to dominate conversations to scowling or following women around, making them feel uncomfortable and disrupting their sense of safety. Low-value men do this in an attempt to demonstrate power, but it is an ultimately futile effort, as such disrespectful displays will never be seen as attractive or impressive. If this kind of behavior persists, then authorities should be notified. Everyone deserves to feel safe in public spaces, and no one should be made to feel disrespected or harassed due to someone else's misguided idea of asserting dominance. 9. Low-value men often try to talk to women who are already in relationships in an attempt to start an affair. It can be incredibly disheartening to see low-value men attempt to start an affair with a woman who is already in a relationship. This kind of behavior is not only disrespectful and selfish, but it also shows a total disregard for the feelings of both parties. Those who are in committed relationships deserve to know that their partner is loyal and faithful, and this kind of predatory behavior compromises that level of trust. It's important for us as individuals to recognize when these situations arise and actively discourage these interactions while protecting the well-being of those involved. Low-value men talk to women in a way that is unattractive and oftentimes offensive. If you want to be successful with women, it's important to avoid these conversation traps. Instead, focus on becoming the 1% man who knows how to talk to women in a way that is attractive and interesting. If you're interested in learning more about how to become the 1% man, subscribe to our channel. We'll show you everything you need to know so that you can start attracting the women you really want.